All right. You can start off by telling us your name.
My name is Jenn.
Okay. And what content and grade levels have you taught?
I taught, I've taught history, more specifically US 1 and US 2, and I also taught psychology,
Okay. And what grade levels was that for?
9 through 12, sorry,
Oh, good. And how many years did you do this for?
12 years.
All right. And as a teacher, could you please describe your PLN?
So we didn't call it PLN back in when I started, but basically what my career started off with would just be with my colleagues. We would co-plan together. I also taught a special ed class, which is an inclusion class. So my special ed counterpart and I would plan together to differentiate lessons to make sure that the lessons were specific to the students that we had and that we were meeting all of the goals and the objectives of the students. And then as time went on, it really started to be more of a web-based network. So I started using things like Teachers Pay Teachers to find different ideas. And then I started teaching advanced placement. And once I taught advanced placement is really where I found my community of different people to bounce ideas off of, because the College Board is really wants their colleagues to work together as much as possible. So, and also support each other, because a lot of us had never taught advanced placement before. So that's really where I found a lot of colleagues to bounce ideas off of, to go over the content, because the content could be very rich, both at the US history level and at the psychology level.
Gotcha. And the next question is, how does this support your teaching? But you already kind of said it, but if you wanted to talk about that a little more.
Yeah, it really just opened my eyes to different methodologies. I became very interested in special education while I was a gen ed teacher. So one of the things that it really helped me do is learn how to teach the content in different ways to help the students who had learning challenges in my class learn the content at the same way and the same pace as their counterparts. And that, I felt, made my class fairer for them, because a lot of times just changing the way that the test is given is not enough. It has to be more. So I really think that that's where I grew as a teacher, was learning how to teach within the special ed world, but also, as I said, in the advanced placement world.
Thanks. And finally, do you have any advice or recommendations for new teachers on what to include in their PLNs?
Just everybody is a resource. In the first, I always say this, I've mentored, I think, 5 or 6 different teachers in my career so far. And my first day advice to them is everybody is a resource, whether it be what you don't want to be as a teacher, or whether it be something that you respect or admire in the way that they teach. They all are resources in some way for you. And just taking that as an opportunity is going to help you grow as a teacher. And not looking at every opportunity. So it can be some basics, one day kind of PD that's being offered by the district, but you might get a good idea out of it. So I would say use anything as an opportunity to grow as an educator.
Thank you. I'm gonna stop recording now.